Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love jaw-dropping talent, unbelievable moments, and stories that remind us why we chase our dreams, you are in the right place. Today's story is one of those rare auditions that people still talk about long after the stage lights fade. This is the story of the voice that was too good for an audition, the moment when an unknown singer walked onto the America's Got Talent stage and turned a simple tryout into a legendary performance that felt more like a concert finale than a first step. The theater was buzzing that day. You could feel it in the air. People were chatting, laughing, adjusting their cameras, and waiting for the next act to walk out. Some expected magic tricks. Some hoped for comedy. Others wanted dancers or acrobats. Nobody was truly prepared for what was about to happen. The doors opened, and a young performer walked onto the stage with calm steps and a humble smile. No flashy outfit, no dramatic entrance, no big announcement. Just a simple presence and quiet confidence. The judges looked up from their notes. Simon leaned forward slightly. Heidi smiled politely. Howie tilted his head with curiosity. Sophia crossed her arms and waited. The audience clapped in a friendly but casual way, the kind of applause that says welcome, not wow. At that moment, this singer was just another contestant in a long line of hopefuls. The host asked the usual questions. Where are you from? What do you do? Why are you here today? The singer answered honestly, sharing a simple story about growing up with music, singing in small rooms, practicing late at night, and dreaming of standing on a stage like this. There was no dramatic backstory, no sad music in the background, just a pure love for singing and a dream that felt big and scary at the same time. Simon asked the question everyone waits for. What are you going to sing? The singer named a powerful classic song, one known for its difficulty and emotional weight. You could see a slight reaction from the judges. Some raised their eyebrows. Others exchanged quick glances. It was the kind of song that can make or break an audition. If you nail it, you become unforgettable. If you miss even a small detail, the performance can fall apart. The music started softly. The lights dimmed just a little. The singer closed their eyes for a brief second, took a deep breath, and then opened their mouth. The very first note changed everything. It wasn't just good. It wasn't just strong. It was the kind of sound that fills a room instantly, wrapping around the audience and pulling everyone into the moment. Conversations stopped. People leaned forward in their seats. The judges froze. The audience gasped quietly, not out of shock, but out of pure surprise at how powerful and controlled that voice was. As the performance continued, the singer showed complete control. Soft notes floated gently through the theater. Strong notes hit with precision and emotion. There was no rushing, no fear, no shaking. It felt like watching a professional artist, not someone auditioning for the first time on this stage. Simon's expression slowly changed. At first, he looked curious. Then impressed. Then completely focused. He stopped writing notes and just listened. Heidi's eyes widened. Sophia placed her hand over her mouth in disbelief. Howie nodded slowly, already knowing that this was something special. The audience began reacting more and more with every line. You could hear quiet, wow, sounds. Some people shook their heads in disbelief. Others whispered to the person next to them, trying to process what they were hearing. It wasn't just about hitting high notes. It was about emotion. The singer told a story through their voice. You could feel sadness, hope, strength, and vulnerability all mixed together. Halfway through the song, the singer reached a moment that many artists struggle with. A big vocal rise that requires perfect timing and breath control. The room felt tense. Everyone knew this was the turning point. And then it happened. The singer delivered the note with such clarity and power that the entire theater erupted in applause, even before the song was finished. Some audience members stood up without realizing it. Others clapped while still sitting, unable to contain their excitement. The judges looked at each other in shock. This was not normal for an audition. This was something rare. The singer didn't let the reaction break focus. They continued, finishing the song with a soft, emotional ending that gently settled over the audience like a final wave. When the last note faded, there was a split second of silence. Then the entire theater exploded with cheers. People jumped to their feet. The standing ovation was loud and emotional. Some audience members wiped tears from their eyes. Others shouted the singer's name. The judges stood up as well, clapping with genuine excitement. The singer stood there, breathing heavily, hands shaking slightly, finally realizing what just happened. The look on their face showed shock, happiness, and disbelief all at once. This was the moment they had dreamed about, and it was real. When the noise finally calmed down, Simon spoke first. He paused for a moment, choosing his words carefully. He said that this was not an audition-level performance. He explained that it felt like something you would expect in the finals, not on day one. He complimented the control, the emotion, and the bravery to choose such a difficult song and deliver it perfectly. Heidi added that the voice was beautiful and powerful at the same time, something very rare. She said she felt goosebumps during the performance and could imagine this singer selling out big venues one day. Sophia smiled and said that this was the kind of talent the show is made for, someone who walks in as a regular person and leaves the stage feeling like a star. Howie joked that he almost forgot he was supposed to judge because he was too busy enjoying the performance. Then came the moment everyone waits for. The votes. One by one, the judges said yes. 4 strong yes votes. The audience cheered again as confetti didn't fall, but excitement definitely did. The singer covered their face with their hands, overwhelmed with emotion. Tears rolled down their cheeks as they thanked the judges and the audience again and again. Backstage, the reactions were just as intense. Other contestants watched on screens, shaking their heads in disbelief. Some clapped, some looked inspired, some felt nervous, knowing the level of competition had just gone up. Crew members whispered to each other about how incredible that audition was. Even people who had worked on the show for years admitted they hadn't felt energy like that in a long time. As the video of the audition went online, the internet exploded. Millions of views poured in within hours. Comments flooded the page. People from all around the world shared the clip, saying things like "This is why I watch this show, this voice gave me chills, and this singer deserves to win." Reaction videos popped up everywhere. Music teachers analyzed the technique. Vocal coaches praised the control. Regular viewers just sat back and enjoyed the magic. What made this moment even more powerful was the singer's attitude. In interviews after the audition, they stayed humble. They talked about practicing in small rooms, singing for family and friends, and never giving up even when people doubted them. They shared how scary it was to walk onto that stage, not knowing if the judges would like their voice or if the audience would connect with them. This story reminds us of something important. Talent can come from anywhere. Sometimes the most powerful voices are hidden in quiet places, waiting for the right moment to be heard. This audition wasn't just about singing. It was about courage, about stepping into the unknown, about believing in yourself even when the odds feel heavy. As the competition continued, the singer carried that same energy into every performance. Each round brought new challenges, new songs, and new expectations. But the foundation was already there. That first audition had set the tone. People didn't just see a contestant anymore. They saw an artist, a storyteller, a performer who could move hearts with nothing but a microphone and a voice. Fans began following the journey closely. Social media accounts gained thousands of followers overnight. Messages of support came in from all over the world. People shared personal stories about how the performance inspired them to chase their own dreams, whether it was music, art, sports, or any other passion. Even the judges spoke about the audition in later episodes. They referred back to it as one of those moments that defines a season. The kind of performance that people will remember years later when they talk about the best auditions in the show's history. What makes moments like this so special is that they can't be planned. You can't script genuine emotion. You can't fake that kind of reaction. It happens when preparation meets opportunity. When someone who has practiced for years finally gets a chance to stand in the spotlight and show the world what they can do. If you think about it, that stage represents more than just a competition. It represents hope. It represents possibility. Every contestant who walks out carries a story, a dream, and a piece of their heart. And sometimes, like in this case, one voice is enough to remind millions of people why music is so powerful. As viewers, we get to be part of that moment. We get to feel the excitement, the surprise, the joy. We get to witness someone's life change in real time. And that's what makes shows like America's Got Talent so special. So next time you feel nervous about trying something new, remember this audition. Remember how one person walked onto a big stage with nothing but a dream and a voice, and walked off with standing ovations and worldwide recognition. Remember that everyone starts somewhere, and sometimes the biggest stages are waiting for the bravest hearts. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more incredible talent moments, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this audition and which AGT moment is your favorite of all time. Thank you for watching, keep believing in your dreams, and we'll see you in the next video.